Don't mind me crunching on some stuff. So, decided to start a little bit earlier. What's going on? It's good to see everybody. Had to miss last week. Some technical difficulties. What's up, Rich? How's everybody doing tonight? Start getting some people in here. We'll start talking some. Feel free to ask whatever questions you want. Been a rough 2 weeks for me. A lot of things have changed. I'll tell you what. Things have broken. Things have changed. Money was spent. Man, oh man, oh man. It's never a dull moment. But I don't know if you guys have checked out some of my other videos. The most recent one. Got a little surprised at the end of that. I think I surprised everybody with that one. Let me put something in chat. What's up, Aaron? I figured, you know, it's a lot better to live stream than it is to watch Netflix half the time. I'll tell you that. If I could do it more, I would, but might even start doing like a little tech corner thing, you know, like a Tuesday tech corner where I can help some people out. But did you guys watch that video with to the end? You see my surprise ending? What's up, Josh? Jody, Fitzky. Tell you what, black car is like my love, man. I mean, I love the way that car looks. Yeah, go ahead, Jody. Go ahead and ask questions as we go. I'll try to keep up, guys. So, if you guys haven't watched my last video, make sure you take a check at it. Matter of fact, I'll put a link in chat. Give me a moment here. Ah, shoot, wrong page. Oh, where'd it go? What's up, Broken Tool? What's up, Mad Max? I gagged my stock Fox body and the fan exploded and took out the new. Oh no! Wow. So like the clutch fan failed? Best head cam intake for a 93 notch to go with on 3. Man, keep it simple. Promise me you're just gonna keep. Don't go buy a bunch of stuff. Go to the junkyard, get yourself a GT40 intake, a GT40 set of heads, and put some 1.7 rockers on that old stock block and send it. You'll make 500 wheel. Make sure you got like 60 or 42 pound injectors. I would say 60s, and go get it tuned. Trust me. Jody, 24 or 30 pound injectors for 400 horsepower. If it's 400 crank 30s, will be getting close to maxed out. What's up, Jordan? Spark plug wire work. I told you. What's up? What's good, Mark? Partly cloudy. My crazy ass nephew follows all of your advice, and now his. Sorry, I'm telling y'all, it's like I'm getting out of my own realm with this white car, black car. It's getting crazy, isn't it? Like, I am so far out of my. I'm a stock bottom end guy, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's appreciated that you guys are going fast on those stuff. Aaron, what boost level, horsepower level did your blue car make? The one that runs high 10s on the On3. You talking about Project Hot Wheels? Broken tool. Took out my 89 to autocross. Distributor went out. I rebuilt it, and I took it to the car show. Also installed. I like it. I like it. I just shipped a back glass to a dude in California, and gosh dog it, UPS broke it on the way there. Yes, Jody, not 24s. Jordan, Jason is my uncle. We love the channel. I appreciate you guys. Mad Max, so I'm putting it back together and funsies in the March. Okay. Yep. The scoop's okay. Who's Paul? Is that cousin Paul? Yeah, Aaron. So what did you say? What boost level? Well, Project Hot Wheels was built for a specific purpose. To go fast with not only secondhand turbo parts, but as a bone stock motor that we rebuilt, which we did in the video. So we had to go, we knew to achieve high 10s, we'd have to run in a full weight street car, we'd have to run around 14 or 15 pounds. But we did it with good fuel. So it was around 14, 15 pounds. And we were at about 470 wheel on a stock motor. No porting. Stock cam. Pinsky, do you index your plugs? What about gap? I'm naturally aspirated around 340. Nah, I just gap them. Boosted, I gap it to about 23. NA, I'll stay around 30, 35. By the way, I need those gray halos. Everybody wants those. What K member do you have in the black car and the white car with the 351? Okay, so the differences are I got a UPR in the black car and I got a QA1 in the white car. Now, when we went to, hold on, Jordan, I'll get to you. When we went from the black car to the white car, like I had a nice steering rack in my black car because it's a street car for the most part, mostly street car. That's the way I like to drive it. So I had power steering. So when I set the 351 back in there, it's just like, why the hell won't it fit again? It's the new pan kept hitting right on the rack because, you know, the rack's pretty thick. Now the white car's a manual rack. So it's got, you know, I don't know if you look at a manual rack, it doesn't have that thick, you know, cylinder. It's just skinny. So I was able to get the 351 fit in really nice, the 410, whatever, in my white car. And it was just own it. I mean, that white car's got 8.8, 9-inch ends. It's got big boy axle, big boy brakes. It just made sense. You know, I've been saving that white car for no reason. So that sets me up for the future. I got some videos coming up. You guys will see. My 360, what's up, Bill? My 363 ain't dead yet. We just pulled the plug, or pulled the, I just went over to the dyno, and we are going to be building the 363, and we are most likely going to be putting it down in the black car to get it at least broken. At that point, I want to be able to sell that motor as a whole to buy a Coyote with the turbo kit, because I got a turbo kit that was custom built just for that motor. So, Jordan, what is the best stick shift transmission to use with a 351 On3? You can get away with a good built T5 that's actually reinforced, and a lot of people might say you're crazy. But at base minimum, I'd probably go with a 3550 10 spline. I think Tony Collins runs that, or Conley runs that in that red two-tone car that runs 10s. It's in my channel. I have the same Roboso pan and a manual rack, so yeah, right. That manual rack actually. What's up, Brandon? That manual rack actually gave me the pan gave me all kind of problems, Mod. Like I put the polys in there. If the polys would have fit, now this is the decision I made. If the polys would have fit like they did on the other 351 pan, the black car would be still getting the 410 Windsor. That's how mad I was at this motor mount crap. But it was omen, I'm telling you. Because I had other problems with that car, which I'm going to make a complete video on why I did it. So the black car ain't dead. Don't sleep on that. We're not just going to stuff it in a corner. We've already, like I said, me and the mad scientist already had parts on order for that 363 build. So we're going to put that motor in that car. We're not going to boost it, but we're going to get it nice and wore in. That's going to be a badass motor. But anyways, this is my birthday week this week. 43 years old. Going on 28. Yes, I had the lowering, I had the mounts, Mod. I had the lowering mounts, but I actually had to use a spacer. And I ended up having to actually run a spacer in between the block and the mount. So, you know, I got it to fit. It is what it is. We're gonna send it. You and AOD, Adren. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Aaron. Miss seeing you rip up about Route 20, and you know. How's business, Bill? So I figured I'd start the stream a little bit earlier because I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys last week. I had a little bit, I don't know what was going on with my mic wouldn't work, and then it was like my camera wasn't working, so I had to go get another one. So it is one of those. But anyways, if you didn't check out that other video we just did, we haven't done the valve springs. Actually, I got good news for you guys. We have a new dyno. We just installed, when I say we, I mean Kevin and the mad scientist. They just spent a truck ton of money. They just spent a truck ton of money upgrading all the software, the power bot, everything, all the way down to the eddy currents, which if you didn't know what eddy currents were, they're basically the rollers in the ground or the motors that pick up the signal for the, you know, they do all the calculations or whatever. So all new dyno stuff coming up. So we're really excited to see what kind of numbers, because, you know, Kevin's dyno was about 15 years old. So he spent a lot of money, did a really good job with it. Still got the AOD here. Mike J, just kidding, you guys. What state am I in, Jody? I'm in Ohio. So the last pan I had, I think, was a road racing pan. It was a Moroso road racing pan. And it had this it was really weird. It came down into the sump, and then it came into like this chamber, and it was flat. It wasn't like straight down. It was different. That thing was a nightmare because I get the cable down to the T56 and I had to route around it. It was ridiculous. It's good to see people from all over the place. I appreciate you guys. Anyways, so last video we had the surprise ending. Guys, it was just meant to be. It was just meant to be. I could ship it on 3Kit anywhere. I don't know about the emissions part yet. I'd have to get a hold of my agent over it, or whatever, get a hold of On3. Did they tell you no? So anyways, going back to what I was saying, going back to the dyno thing, the dyno thing is a real big deal because, you know, we've been due for some upgrades, and you know, it's not that anything was broken. It still gave good numbers and whatever, still was accurate. But you know, now we'll be able to run. Now we'll be able to run the dyno on an iPad inside the car. So when we're tuning, you can have laptop and, you know, right here, you know what I mean, We can look at the numbers, but we can bring it up on an iPad. So it's really nice. Yes, the Mustang dyno. It's not missions. It's because it needs a stupid sticker on it because saying that it can cause cancer. Why does everything? I don't know. I'm not even gonna comment on that stuff. No, listen. It is what iPad, Samsung, whatever. He'll be able to. Kevin hasn't got it yet, but it's a You'll be able to Bluetooth right into the dyno and be able to start and stop and get numbers from the dyno. You see what I mean? While you're, you know what I mean? While you're tuning, so it's really nice. What's up, White Dragon? So, you know, there's a lot of things coming up though. You guys know I broke Dad's car. We fixed the axle. I think we had a stream right in the same week, right as we fixed it. We didn't go faster. Our 60 foots did come down. Now we did, you know, this past week I cut a 154 60 foot on a car that makes 300 horsepower. I know it's got a slick on it, but I mean, I don't even have subframes. I don't have control arms. I don't have nothing in that car yet. Yeah, Brandon, I'm gonna have your car's gonna be a little bit of a guinea pig because Brandon, did you go with like a Holly? Which Holly? What did you go with for fuels management? I'm gonna do it. I swear to God, Adrenocycle. I swear to God, I'm gonna do the valve spring video, but I can't do it right now because the dyno's we just upgraded the dyno. What's up, Race Gas? So. Yeah. Yes, I seen this coupe. This coupe is very, you know, I wish those coupes were that clean up here in Ohio, bro. Ford control pack. If I'm going full race, I'd go Holly. I thought you were going to do a restore on a. Which one, Bill? I appreciate that, Race Gas. Can I just have my On3 kit shipped to you so you can weld the headers? I don't know if I'd have time for that right now, Jordan. I'm not going to lie to you. But, I mean, you could always ship me the header and we could figure it out. The mad scientist can, he's the one that actually does it. Hang on, I'm trying to make a post. So, yeah. All right. So, like I said, turning 43 this week. Tell you what, that messes with me every time. Days are numbered, bro. Actually, it's this weekend, but it's my birthday week. So, as for the black car, going back to the black car, what we're going to do is we are going to, some of you guys know, appreciate that, Joe. Appreciate that, 860. So as some of you guys know, we couldn't get the 410 Windsor in the black car. And we had a hidden little gem in the corner. I didn't do a lot of vlogging with my white car, if you didn't notice, because I really didn't start vlogging and start really doing anything on YouTube until I got the black car. And that's when the black car was like no mods at all, if you remember. Hell, I remember seeing 1420 on the windshield And about 3 weeks later, it was like 1150s. We jumped right into the 11s with that car because we bought a old used OM3 turbo kit back in like 08, 09 when they were first kind of coming out. So the black cars went through a lot of changes, and I just felt that the 410 Windsor will stay. Yeah, right. So the 410 Windsor will stay in the white car. We'll put the T56 faceplate in the twin disc, and you know, we'll make some really good power and go fast with that car. Full weight for the most part, a little more race car-ish, more than street, but still streetable. License insured, full interior, whatever. But I felt that it was a lot better of an idea to not try to sell the 363 like as pieces, which is what Dalkey wanted to do. But I said, why don't we just throw some money at it? Let's get it running, get it fully wore in, make some power on it, take it to the track, don't beat the crap out of it, and just sell it to somebody this winter. Because somebody's going to want that 363. Here's the caveat to that, is that turbo kit, I have a custom turbo kit I spent a lot of money on, complete custom stainless, that can go with that motor if somebody wanted to buy it like as an extra thing. I'm gonna be honest with you, we made 800 wheel with that kit and that motor with a crappy cam. So I have a 94 GT with OM3 would let me keep the AC up. I'm surprised they don't let you have that in that kit. My 363 has got 205 AFR 205s, the 58cc chambered heads. That stainless kit is amazing. Like, I'm gonna literally, I should do a video just showing the pure craftsmanship that Big Dog Fab had with that turbo kit. It was pretty amazing. But I didn't want to switch cars because I want to drive my black car. But I felt that if I didn't put this motor in the white car, I wouldn't be able to stop. I mean, I didn't have the brakes for it, so it is what it is. Took 7 layers of paint off my Project 91. The only thing that should have 7 layers of it. You're correct. I want to say you can still keep the AC. I don't remember OM3 having a revision that said that. Does it say that on their site? What compression is on the 363? Does it run on pump gas with boost? Yes. I actually ran E85 in it, so I guess you could call it pump gas, but we did run a 93 110 mix because I don't run just pure pump gas on anything I put a lot of money into, like motor-wise. Like if I drop, like 4 or 5 grand in the 410 Windsor, I'm definitely not interested in putting 93 pump gas in it just to possibly detonate and break something. That's why I like stock bottom ends and stuff so much. I break something there, shit, I'm back at the track the next week. You see what I did to Dad's axle? Did OM3 ever market that twin? I don't think so. That wasn't a very good build to begin with. I mean, you can make all the power in the world with one single turbo kit, for the most part. What else you guys got going on? I was going to test it. Actually, that's why I want to do, it's kind of a happy omen. So I could take the white car, put the 363 in it, break the motor in, and then basically sell it running-ish. And that'll fund part of my Coyote Gen 2 build. And I got a couple face-plated TKOs I'm going to probably get rid of. And the other Magnum's going to go in the black car again with the Coyote swap we do this winter. Because that's what I thought. You know, black car is my car. That's my car, man. I love that thing to death. But it's not as strong as the white car. So we'll have a nice pushrod Windsor in the white car. And then we'll have a Coyote swap in the black car. And then y'all know about Hobo 5.0. I'll be introducing that to the channel soon. That's a straight bringing it back from the past, because that thing should have been parted out a while ago, but I'm not giving up on that car. So with a custom meth kit, I think I think it was an M112. Okay. You talking about the M112, the video I made, or you? What turbo would you think would work on a 351 Windsor to fit under a 2.5-inch cat hood? Anything 76 and lower. I wouldn't go, actually 76 would fit. I wouldn't go any higher if you're trying to put it under a certain hood. I gotta say, the Eaton charged car you featured in that video was freaking awesome. I mean, he had a Raspberry Pi. Did you guys see the dash thing that he had in that video? Like, who does that? That's awesome. I don't know if I'm going to do a truck Coyote or if I'm going to do a Mustang Coyote. I'll probably do the Mustang Coyote, just like, I might even buy a new one. But aren't those really pricey? I would imagine. Just a brand new in sealed, this is what it makes. The only thing I missed from that video is going for a ride in it with the dude. If I get a chance, maybe again, and he'll probably see this live stream, I may re-vlog that and do another video of him talking more about his car and how he got the Raspberry Pi to work. And man, that's a cool build, man. And these guys are local, man. There's a lot of Fox Body guys around me, and every one of them I consider my friends. Like, I may not know their name, but I'll be like, oh, you drive the blue car. Make sure you use Mustang oil pump. What happened to Project Steeda? Project Steeda is still there. I got so many projects to do with Fox Bodies. I'll be doing this until I die. 20 years, 30 years from now. God only knows. That's figure of speech. I'm not sure how he did the injectors. That's why I want to redo a video and give this dude ample time to explain his build to all of us. You know, wouldn't that be a good idea? You can get a Gen 3 Coyote long block cheap. Then you get a Gen 2 heads cheap. Did you ever get down on the 90? SNs were definitely not my thing. They're just not my thing. New edges. Now, 99 to 04, I do like the way those cars look. And I'm going to be introducing another Mustang to the channel. Not mine, but Mustang Mike, which I don't even know if he's listening or not. He's got a Coyote swap Mach 1 he's doing right now. And I got to show you guys this build. Craziness. Josh, turbo question. How much more boost can a Mexican 302 make versus non-Mexican? We will find out. That's an Easter egg. I will not tell you anymore. But it's not about the boost. It's just about, it's about the fact it's just a little bit stronger of a block. Does that make sense? Mod motor. What needs to be done for the white car to get it running? Bro, we're close. I haven't vlogged any of it. And I didn't mean to not vlog it. It's just like, I just wanted to just start spinning a wrench and stop filming because I wanted to go fast again. Now, don't need, mind you, my dad's car's fast, you know, 12, 20s. Well, it'll be the 11s soon, but I want to pop some wheelies, bro. Bill W., I've been looking for a Copart website. You can buy Crash Mustangs with Coyotes. That's what I need to do. T-Web, what's up? What do you check first on a car, hesitating or missing? Spark plug wires, test okay. Here's the thing about testing spark plug wires. Go into your garage when it's 100% dark. Open your hood, start your car with a flashlight, turn it off, and see if you get anything sparking on anything. You'd be surprised. But as for missing, it's got to be a wire plug, you know, it's got to be a cap rotor. It might even be a distributor issue. What about doing a Barra build? What do you mean, Scott? You talking about like a Barrett Jackson? You know what would be cool is a build off. That would be cool. But I mean, I'd have to have time. It'd have to be in the winter when things were slower. You know what I mean? So Broken, you're talking about. Oh, a Barra motor. Okay. Somebody talked about a Godzilla motor or something, whatever that was. I'm like, man, I ain't putting that thing in there. 31 spine axles are necessary anything past 300 horsepower, apparently. Zach, if you look at my other, I mean, literally, if you look at my other videos of my dad's car, we broke the axle on that thing at 300 horsepower. But it was with a supercharger and slicks, so. Ever think of going to a micro or mega ECM? It's plug and play. It changed my mind. Yes, I thought about messing with it outside of binary editor. But you know, when you're good at something that you've been doing for a long time, then you just leave it alone. You know what I mean? You just plug it in and you know, half the tunes I already know. The build your own spark plugs need assembled Christmas light. That's correct. Best cam for boosted 97. The stock one with 1.72 rockers. Actually, that cam kind of sucks. That's a 422-448 camshaft, so you need a little bit more. Dude, B cam, bro. B cam with 172 rockers, creative. Do it. I will not steal you wrong. B cam, bro. I think I'd do heads and cam first, then upgrade the rear end. New 7.3 push rod to new. The almighty B cam. So, anyways, what else was we going to talk about? I got a video coming out. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see the windshield wiper thing that we did in that video the other week? Like, I don't know if you guys know or not, but Mike was making a joke. We were at the track. He said, you know, yeah, the one at 229 or 1229 in the video, Mike was like, hey, you know, if you spray a bunch of washer fluid in here, it'll probably go faster. I just have you know we did that. And, like, you just got to watch the video, man. You just got to watch it. Went through some plugs, I can tell you that. See you later, Racecast. I appreciate you. Have you ever had a camshaft dowel pin not fit? Camshaft dowel pin? You talking about the little pin on the front that indexes the gear? Smitty? I don't think I've had them fall out where they weren't like tight pressed, whatever. You know what I mean? Creative, awesome. Just picked up a stock convertible 8.8 Dakota on 5.0 turbo with a 90. Okay. CMD 331 or 347 boost, of course. 331. 347. I mean, they both do the trick, but 331 is badass. For own personal reasons, oil ring. I've fought oil rings for years on 347s. Of course, that was 10, 15 years ago when they weren't very good designs. But I would go with a 331 if I had that choice. You know, otherwise it would be a 363, which is what I already have. But that's not really, you know, that motor was kind of fell in my lap when I bought it. So it was a great combo for a while. We built a nice turbo kit over around it, but it just wasn't the type of, it's just not my bag anymore. You know what I mean? This, if I'm going to do something crazy, non-production, you know, if I'm going to do something crazy, it's going to be Coyote. But I'm still going to build this winter. I'm still building a stock bottom end motor for obvious reasons that we talked about several live streams ago. So what's good? Anybody got any questions? Keep this thing right on rolling. Sorry I didn't get to talk to you guys last week. Zach, I want to run 7.5 in the 8th on Slick's full weight daily driver. 5.0 Tuscan goes faster than that, but has weight reduction and steep gear. It's all about weight. It really is. That's what makes box bodies so doggone popular, is because they're still pretty aerodynamic, you know, and you know, if you gear them and you put a little bit of mods in them and you put them on a diet, they go fast. White Dragon, why not build up a new GT40 motor with forged crank for the black car? Man, I mean, don't you think that the Coyote swap would be pretty good? But especially if I blogged the crap out of it. How well is a 99 Explorer 5.0 retrofit with the Explorer harness and computer? So you don't think the Coyote swap is better than building another GT40 motor for the black car? Now the retrofit, you talking about putting the harness and computer in a Fox body? Broken? I mean, we are building another stock bottom end motor, literally to split, on purpose. We got to know where the end is. Blue collar builds, dude. I get it. Listen, I get it. But if I did a Coyote, like on the cheap, that would be cool, wouldn't it? And put the On3 turbo kit that's coming out. I mean, nobody knows about that. Push rods or 5.4 dual overhead. Coyote plus BMP, let me spend your money. Of course. Coyote for sure, definitely vlog it to death. Well, it's different. Like, I did the 410 Windsor. I think that's going to bring some good content. But GT40 or GT40P's Ecamm nitrous. But when you beat the Coyote with the old school, it's always better. You are right, and I do that often. I can buy whatever I want, but I just love messing with. I know. I'm right there with you, Adrian. That's why we're going to build another stock bottom end motor, and we're going to send it to the moon. We're going to find out where it lands. We've already talked about that. That's already in the works. I mean, things have always changing around here, so I may get that 363 in the black car and sell it and then do something completely different. Mod motors suck, expensive to keep. Project stock bottom end. Yep, Chris is a good friend of mine. Listen, I'm kind of midstream now, so I want to shout out some channels. Project Stock Bottom End has a YouTube channel that he's going to start vlogging on once he starts slowing down a little bit. He's actually going to make a 3 or 4 or 5 part video about him going through his whole coupe build. So I know everybody, Josh just mentioned it in chat, I know everybody's like, well, how the heck does that happen? But the dude made a lot of power and went fast on a stock bottom end motor. So he does have a channel on Project Stock Bottom End. He's on Facebook too. He's a good friend of mine, Chris. But I want to shout out Brutal and, of course, Justin91LX, who is now going to be bringing out a coupe. And, you know, Donnie B, I ain't seen him in a while. So make sure you guys check that out. 50 Tussin and Rod. Make sure you guys check those channels out. They support me. I want to support them. I'm not in competition with nobody. I just do what I do, and they do what they do, and I enjoy their content just as much as they enjoy mine. T56 CMD, but I do have 3 face-plated TKOs on the ground, which 2 of them are broken. But I have the parts to fix them, and I don't have to wait for it. I'm just lazy and haven't done it yet. Mod motor. I'm building a 351 stock block. I want to see how much I can abuse it and see. That's kind of what we did with the black car, so don't be afraid of it. That black car's 351, that's now a 410 Windsor. That was a stock bottom end motor first. If you remember, I mean, we bent the football rod in there. So defined stock bottom end, though, we did have to put pistons in it because I wasn't putting cast pistons behind a turbo. So we did bore it. You know, Adren, I think Brutal was doing some live streams for a while, but I'm 43 years old and I grew up playing Nintendo. So I did the whole Twitch thing and I know how to do the streaming. I mean, look, you can see the Yeti, you know, it's no big deal. So I knew the streaming. I started doing the streaming at the dyno, and I played video games my whole life, so I knew how to stream and I knew what equipment was needed. And I have a really good PC and a really good laptop for tuning. And so it just made sense that, you know, you take a day and you talk to your subscribers. I mean, if they're going to make you money, you know, they're going to donate money and their time, which is worth more than money, to your channel, then it only made sense to me that I give them some of my time and talk to them about in chat so they could just directly communicate with me, you know what I mean? But Brutal was doing it for a little while, and I jumped on a couple of his live streams. But buddy of mine, 351 stock bottom end, running 1010s on a C4 turbo over 600 horsepower. Sounds about right. Now you come on, Adren. I don't even want to hear it. We're doing the spring kit video as soon as the dyno gets fixed. We got to do the injectors and the chip tune first on a speed density, which nobody does. And then we're going to do valve springs and we're going to do rockers in the same video that following week. So I'm still doing that stuff on the blue car. I have scat rods and scat cast iron crank forged pistons. Do you think the I-beam scat rods are stronger than? Yes. Football rods are strong though. Don't sleep on them. But I mean, we put 720 wheel through a Mustang dyno. Yes, Adrenaline Cycle, the F3s. I won't put